Hold on.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Y'all so awesome. Y'all make me so happy. All right.
We love you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Melody, stop. So cute. Seriously. Tina, stop.
Boom.
All right, so my name is K.Short. If you all have not yet to introduce yourselves to me or haven't had the chance to introduce you, welcome to the final and last set. It's a really... if you don't know what the set is, actually, question, who's been to all the sets so far? All of them? Just me. Yep, that's me. Who's been to 5 of the sets? Who's been to 4 of the sets? 3 of the sets? Okay, 2 of the sets? And it's your first time? All right, let's give a round of applause for first timers. So that's actually a lot more first timers than I thought. I thought I was going to cut this short, but real quick, I was just inspired by hosting other local shows in the area, and I was hosting one particularly that had a lot of folks that didn't look like me, and so I was just like, you know what, I need to put on a show because there's so much dope talent in the community, as you know, that I'm very much passionate about, and I was like, I need to create a space so that young artists, folks of color, you know, young people in the streets, people from Phoenix, you know, it was just a space I was like, man, I need to create this myself and making sure that everyone is being represented and that they can see people that look like them. And not only that, like I want y'all really to leave with at least one new connection tonight. And so what was inspired by it is, like I say in most of my sets, that us in the entertainment industry particularly, we tend to get really busy and we forget about our friends and our family and we get all caught up in our projects or in school or whatever, this next big thing we're going to do and how we're going to take over the world. But we forget about those people that have helped us along the way, who aren't a part of the industry. And so for me, I got busy and I was like, I'm so sorry, I want to still see you, but you know, hustling and grinding, team no sleep, that BS type stuff, I want to see you. So it was another reason for me to bring my favorite people together. So I just want you to know that the people in this room I've had a connection with in one way or another for the past few years. And whether if it was just a moment of connection when we're out in the street at Power 98.3 and like the wind is blowing, you're trying to hold the tent down, you know, and the speakers are falling and, you know, people on radio would understand. Or if it was just a moment of connection on the side at another show, or if I just saw you at Starbucks, or actually Lil Sage, where you at, Lil Sage? Lil Sage, she was at our last set. We were over on the top of South Mountain, and she felt comfortable enough to perform. Saw her videos, and now she's here today. So it was just little moments of connection, in every little aspect. And I think for me, that's a big thing that I've been wanting to bring to the city is connection. It's community, it's creativity, and giving you all a safe space to share your art either for the first time or for the 100th time. And so, of course, my cousin Milan, I was like, when's the last time you performed? He said, the last set. I was like, you missed the point. Flip the table, you know? He was like, you're supposed to make it a priority, you know? But at the end of the day, I've learned that I'm a coach, I'm a mentor, I'm a teacher, I'm an educator, and I'm literally like your biggest fan, you know? Like, Lee Water, I'll tell you, like, you're my favorite R&B artist, like, oh my gosh, you know? Like, I told you. It was probably,
I know, I'm trying to act.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Right now. And then Kel, you know, he's my favorite. Kel's my favorite guitarist in the city. Y'all have to check out their new video, The Color Ray. Yep. Featuring
you changed it right now.
But yeah, so my favorite people. And if you were invited, if you was one of my favorite people, or we connected at one point, then you are their favorite person too. So there's a whole bunch of favorite people in the building. So again, thank you all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I know that you could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me and with us, and it's a very special moment. As Jerica, come on up.
Hey.
Dude, that vegan life, I jump high now. You know, so this is my roommate Jerica, older sister, and this is our going away party.
I don't know.
Anyways, she knows something to say. We're gonna be moving. I'm gonna be moving to Tucson, and she's gonna be moving to
Portland.
So you know where I'm gonna be in like a year. You know, coming to visit and stuff. But you got anything to say?
Can I come with you?
Right?
Who are you? The set is where I met a lot of people. When I met you, I met a lot of great people in the entertainment industry. I was someone who wasn't really fighting for the dream, and now I'm in it, and I feel more me than I ever have. So if you're thinking about it, fucking go for it. But like stuff like this is really important, and the more you guys keep coming and sticking around, like this gets bigger every time, and we can take over the fucking world.
Hey,
Alright, so without further ado, I actually have Desiree coming up too. If you see this amazing art on the side, she's been wanting to do her art. And I'm like, you know what? Today's the day. It's perfect. So go ahead and give us a little bit about your art.
My name is Desiree. I started painting about a year ago. So this bottom one on the right is the first one I did, and then this panel here, like the first couple I did. Then I went to artists, started doing like my favorite artist. I was into a lot of 90s music, so that's really why I started with Pac. He was one of the first ones I did. And then I like doing like little accents, so you'll see they have different like little gems or fur, different things on them. But it's just kind of like a me time thing. It's what I like to do to just kind of express myself, and I guess everyone else likes it too. So. And that is all.
So when there is moments of mingling, just know that 90% of you, I'm like the common denominator. So the best icebreaker questions like, yo, where'd you meet K.Short? And then just go from there, ask all those personal questions that I ask you. What do you want to be when you grow up? What makes you really passionate? All that stuff. What makes you feel most vulnerable? So you already know the questions I ask. Many of you know. But yeah, so if you don't know, a lot of these people I've met, whether it was at radio station, at Power, a lot just in the community, going to the same high school, my sorority. One of my favorite moments is getting to know my cousins through this. Like, what? Like, that's crazy to me. Blows my mind. Anyways, but just being in the streets, First Friday and all that stuff. So I just want y'all to really take this time. This is literally the last set. Like, no, like not happening. I don't know where I'm going to be in this world, but I just really want you to take advantage of this moment. So again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And first up, we have Jessica. So Jessica, as you make your way over here.
hey.
So the rule is, because I could talk forever, I was that kid. Someone else is going to introduce the person. So if you feel like you're the best person to introduce that person, go ahead and do that. Even if it's not someone that you've known for a long time, but you've had that moment of connection with them, make sure to introduce them, because I don't want to be the one up here talking, but we all know I can do that. Also, by the end of the night, before you leave, I know some of y'all are going to sneak out, because y'all sneaky like this sometimes. Like, where you go? Oh, they gone. Okay, make sure to sign this. This is the going away notebook. It also has all of the signatures from previous sets. And so, yeah, that really mean a lot to me, because people who know me know I love documentation, and I keep things way longer than I need to. I'm not sure about you. How many of you got a box of all your ex's stuff?
Nah.
No?
They can go. No.
There ain't no exes in
Bye.
We good. But yeah, so make sure you do that. And then the last thing I need from all of you is to grab a beer. So,
Where?
I bought $70.